Okay, we are back with our favorite body art people from around the country. This is round one of 3 different categories that we are going to participate in, all battling down for the final 4, which is happening in just 3 weeks from now. And our face painters from around the country here are located all scattered around the country, from the west, from the central, from the south, and from the north. And we are going to take a quick moment and have the artists introduce themselves and let us know how long they've been doing this, where they are from, and where they intend to return, and a brief introduction to their models, because we are social distancing, but we are bringing in models that we are usually exposed to continuously, right, Erin? So Erin, let's start with Erin. She is going to introduce herself as well as her model nonetheless. So if somebody can unmute Erin, we are good to go.
Hi guys. Shout out from Hershey. I have been with the company for 22 years this season. I started in Cleveland, Ohio. I've lived all over California, Florida, Cincinnati. I've been in here at Hershey since 2003. We've been doing face paint in my park, I think, since 2006. I might be wrong. My model that I have brought, well, I haven't brought, he lives with me, is my cute little husband, Mo. Hi, Mo.
Awesome.
So just want to give a shout out to my nieces. Hi, Kayla and Ella, or Kayla, Ella. Auntie Ari loves you guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And we know that somebody got a clean shave today. So we appreciate that the clean shaven face is good for you to paint on, like a baby's butt. All right, let's move on to Skyler. Skyler, all the way from Louisville, I believe.
Hey, I'm Skyler. I started with comics 13 years ago, but I've been face painting for about 8. Originally a caricature artist down at Kings Island in Cincinnati. Kind of been all over Ohio, basically worked in every park there. And recently was in Memphis. Shout out to my Memphis peeps. And now I'm in Louisville Zoo. This is Liz. She's a front photo person for me here at the zoo. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, how long have you been face painting? Did you say that?
Yeah, about 8 years. I started when I went to Cincinnati Zoo.
Awesome. And speaking of Cincinnati, we have a Cincinnati native here with us. Let's move on to Christine. Let us know how long you've been doing this and what you got going on tonight. Christine.
Hey, so I've been working for Commons for about 17 years now. I didn't start face painting until about 7 years in, so I've been face painting for about 10 years. I'm at Kings Island in Cincinnati, although I worked at a couple other parks along the way, but I'm back at Kings Island now. My models are my little sisters. This is Savannah, and then this is Ellie, and they'll be alternating.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say you've got the most adorable models. So thank you for coming in. Sure. Nothing against the other models. I'm sorry. Besides Jace, he's quite adorable as well. Jace, all the way from San Diego. Why don't you say what's up with us?
You're muted. Yeah. Hi guys. My name is Jason, but I go by Jace. I've been with the company for about going on to 17 years. I started as a caricature artist, but got into body art the first year itself. Before I moved down to San Diego, I worked at Knott's Berry Farm for 2 years, and now I'm at Safari Park in Escondido. I worked all across the West Coast, up and down of it. So, yay! And West Coast, yay!
And who do you have as your model tonight?
And I have 2 models. This is the caricature supervisor of the San Diego Zoo,
Hi.
Ada, and then this is Dan.
Well,
Dan is Mez's roommate, and in behind is Mez just judging me.
Well, we're glad that we can have another manager in there to judge and tell you what you did wrong. So we appreciate it, and thanks for hosting this socially distant party. And let's move on to Allie.
Hi, I'm Allie. I currently work in SeaWorld Orlando, but my first park was Cedar Point up in Ohio, and I've been at other parks along the way, including Six Flags over Georgia, worked in a few here and there as a visiting artist. So face painting about 9 years going on this year. So yeah.
We muted everyone else.
Oh crap.
I think if we could, Ken, and as everybody prepares and gets ready, let's switch your models into your locations that they're going to be painted, and we are going to be moving on from the introduction. And this is going to be a 3-minute challenge. This is going to be the speed round, and we're going to do a swirl chain. Actually, the swirl chain is on the arms. I'm sorry. We're going to do a speed round, which is going to be from our Core 30 menu. We're going to start off right on the face, and we're going to give them 3 minutes. And Ken is our official timekeeper, aren't you, Ken?
I am.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay. And then, do you have your big buzz waiting to execute?
I do, and I also tonight it'll be a 1-minute warning since the 2-minute warning would be too quick.
Yes. So you'll give them a 1-minute warning, and then you also have the buzz, which sounds like what? And there it
right
is.
there.
So, time's up when you hear that buzzing noise, and as Ken, he delivers a great buzz. He's the brewer of Seville. Everybody give him a round of applause for the DJing and the sound effects. Okay, so we're going to move on to the speed round, and again, we're going to go from the Core 30 menu. We're going to do the eye swirl, and we're going to do that within 3 minutes. And if you can get 2 eye swirls in on the same person, we're going to be looking for brush quality. We're going to be able to use brushes as well as sponge, your technique choice. And then we're going to look for line quality, overall flair, consistency. Is everybody about ready to get going here? So just 3 minutes, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're off.
I think it's
They're doing it on people's face.
they're painting on people's faces.
Yeah.
I swear on people.
Oh shit!
Well, I think Jace is kind of going on to the next round, but that's fine. He's got a head start on that one.
We had FCC regulations. We had to.
Yeah, once you get out of the park, things relax a little bit.
FCC regulations.
Yeah, and I think somebody has their YouTube on as well.
Yep, I hear that.
On a 30-second delay. It's not me, right?
It's not you.
On a 30-second delay.
It's not you.
All right,
might
is
have been.
Eric?
I think it was. I've muted Eric. We had a technical glitch, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you believe it?
You'll have that. I'm gonna unmute some people now. Not Eric though, because we know that he can't follow directions.
Well, what do you want from a regional manager?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on.
All right. I did click some unmute, so you can feel free to talk now.
No problem, Ken.
This is a lot more complex than we're used to.
Exactly. Now with the caricatures that we did just a few weeks ago, obviously you had just a page, and then last week we did airbrush.
Sure.
We thought that the compressors would be super ultra loud, and they were
1
not.
minute warning, Jeremy. 1 minute warning. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. As usual, I'm not saying anything important, but I do like what I have. I'm seeing here. Skyler is now painting on an actual face, whereas when we met yesterday, she was painting on a mannequin head that she so lovingly named Barbara. I'm sure not after Mrs. Burt, our other.
Hey, don't dish Barbara. She hears you.
Okay, there she is. Okay. How much time we have, Ken?
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
And we got a lot of shoulder, Jace, so on the next round, we'll have to... Same thing with Allie. So maybe we can have the subject...
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Okay. Brush is down.
Good.
We are going to start with some close-ups, and I'm going to start with Christine. If you could have your model a little bit closer, and Christine, maybe tell us a little bit about your process and how you feel about it.
I feel pretty good about it. I guess my process is loading each brush at a time. I don't know that I should have done all of them all together, but I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. The sponging was still wet on that side when I started brush work, so I think the line work turned out better on this side.
Looks nice.
But overall, I'm pretty happy with it.
What I'm saying is with the blue and white, it's kind of got that frozen element to it with the blue and white, so that can go for Disney as well. So I
that
forgot
like
to
common bear shops color.
Exactly. Before you guys actually wash these off, if somebody could take a close-up shot of each one of these designs, and then we want to send it to our regional Barb, because she's going to be monitoring and putting them up on our Instagram, as well as putting them up for voting and for judging, which is going to happen later. Christine, that looks great. Thank you so much. Moving on, Allie, let's see what you have.
My white my paint did not dry all the way because I was trying to go fast, but
Right.
I'm pretty happy with it so far. So got some detail in there.
Could you get just a touch closer to this camera? There we go. Now I can see what's going on. It's that light in the background's playing with us, but it looks good. And that one's got the red, white, and blue. I feel like having a hot dog on the 4th of July, so that's great.
Well, it's supposed to be pink. Turned out a little red, I guess, with the lighting.
Oh yeah, you're right. We don't even have red. What am I saying?
Right.
Pink, white, and blue. It's perfect. Thank you so much. And then Jace, what do you have going on there? I know that you had a last minute, you know what moment. But how did that go once you got rolling on the actual assignment?
Yeah, sorry about that. I thought it was something else. Anyways, my quickie got onto doing brush for the base, and I tried my fastest to get what I can get done. So I put some white, doing the swirl combo on both sides at least, and then giving it some highlights and doing some stamps with pink. And that's what I got time to do for.
That's awesome, Jace. Thank you. Could you come a little bit closer so we could see your face as well? The face from Jace. All right. It's looking good. All right. And then just be careful with that neck. We don't want any of those exorcist style head spin arounds. So let's move on to Aaron. Let's see what we have going on there with the fresh shaven face. What do you got to say? Anything, Aaron?
I wanted to get more white in there, but ran out of time. Yeah, I don't know. Got a lot of swirls. Could have done better on my stamps, but I think I messed myself up with trying to do a 2-color situation. That one turned brown, but pink and purple and blue over there. So
it happens. It happens.
Could have been more
well,
even,
sometimes
too.
when you're moving, yeah, and you're moving fast, and folks are getting sweaty. The brush kind of takes a little bit longer to dry. So let's thank you so much, and let's move on to Skyler.
All right, so kind of get closer. So I went with like a mermaid theme because it's mermaid. Got some stamps in there. I wish they would have been a little bit more poppy with that purple because there was a little bit of a two-tone stamp there. Got some sparkles and yeah, double swirls, swirl combos, all that fun stuff. I really like stamps, if you couldn't tell. So
That's awesome. And then I see you've got like the green and the white, and you've got a little bit of that.
It's actually a yellow to teal sponge work with dark green swirls and a purple to white stamp, and then some white stamps in the middle and some white stars.
Nice. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much. Now, we've seen everybody. We've heard from everybody, correct? Awesome. And then was there anybody here that didn't finish both sides? No? Okay, well, with this round, it's very subjective, and we're not doing a voting for this one. You guys both completed the task within 3 minutes. There were some people that were done even before the 3-minute mark. So everybody here is going to get 3 points per side. So basically you got a 3-pointer on this side, the 3-pointer on that side. So the game is tied. It is 6, 6, 6, 6, and 6. So we're going to move on. Let's have a little traveling music as your models can go and maybe take a photo of their face and then wash it off. And then we're going to do a self-imposed design on the next round. We're moving on to the speed round, the swirl chain arm design that Jace already had the head start on. Now this chain is a drill that we do with new artists, as well as a refresher for many of us veteran artists to keep our skill set up, as well as to warm up. And we're going to do this on our own arm. And we're going to listen to Skyler right now, who came up with, we had a long discussion yesterday on how we're going to score this. Why don't you explain that to the general public, if you would, Skyler? Skyler is muted.
Sorry. All right, so each swirl chain is going to be a set of 5 swirls with embellishments. There'll be 4 total embellishments between each swirl. Those embellishments will be 3 teardrops. The point system will be 7 points for a whole chain. If it's a partial chain, it'll be a point per swirl and a half a point per embellishment. So the total would be 7 points.
Sounds good. And we're only doing 2 minutes on this, correct?
I thought it was 3 minutes.
Yeah, you changed it to
3
3 yesterday.
Okay,
3 minutes.
Let's keep it at. We'll keep it at 3. I'll trust you, even though my notes are incorrect as usual. But anyways, I only write them for myself. 3 minutes is going to start in 10 seconds on our own arm, and we'll point that off. And it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast! Thank you so much, Ken.
Oh, you're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Well, these are fast drills, aren't they?
They are. It's. You really got to be on your toes tonight. I can't even give you witty banner because I'm watching so many different things right now.
Well, we'll have time for it soon, Ken, I promise. You folks out there are missing our dad jokes and our witty banner. Don't worry, it is coming.
We've got a little bit longer rounds on the next 2, so we can come up with something then.
Right, coming up. I want to thank everybody that's been tuning in. And I'm taking a look at the lineup here. Skyler, hi, they say.
We got a lot of Allie's head. Maybe we can see what's going on in her arm.
Well, she really gets her head into her work.
Yes.
You got to keep ahead in the game, even though Barbara is.
I don't want to throw her off. But
you just did.
I did.
Again, this is a drill that we do to keep our skill sets sharp. We focus on teardrops. We focus on line quality, quick brush strokes. And this is the repetition that you'll see in many of our designs, and many different flourishes that we can add. We can add gems to these. We can make it a real princess party, Ken.
Oh, yeah, we can.
How much time we have, Ken?
We have 1 minute and 15 seconds.
I'm running out of room.
You can move on to your thigh if you run out of room.
I will. No one wants to see those legs.
If you have pants on, you can rip out of your pants like David Banner.
Sorry, I can't videotape my thigh. That's just not safe for the public.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
This one's a little bit tricky to film, it looks like, for him, Jeremy.
It is, and I got to tell you, those flowers that Jace did. Oh no, that's his shirt.
Yeah, I thought that was beautiful, but then I realized it was a shirt also.
Well, don't worry, folks. We have some face painting coming up directly after this drill, and we are going to get into looks like a 10-minute challenge, and then a possible 15-minute challenge, which is going to rival. You've watched it, Face Off, man.
It's gonna I'm sorry. What is it?
Rival Face Off.
Face Off. Yes. We have 10 seconds. I guess I better look for the buzzer, huh? 5, 4, 3, 2, and
I'm out.
Okay, brushes down. There's the big buzz that Ken is known for. And since Skyler came up with our scoring method, we are going to let her show us her arms, and not her thighs. But
I mean, you can kind of see it.
Okay, so if you could bring that close to your and give us a count on what you have.
Yeah. Okay. So I have 1 full, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a little hairy here. 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9 total, and I stopped at the 5-second mark because I knew I wouldn't finish anymore.
And so how many points are we talking? 9?
9 times 7. Hold on.
I can't do the math. You're gonna
63.
have to.
63.
Yes.
The man from IT, he got us with the calculator. That's
Yeah,
good. 63. And so we're going to move on to Aaron. And Aaron, if you need help calculating, let us know what you have there.
Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 total thingies. I don't know what the points are on that, but I got
That'd
8.
be
Yeah.
56.
Yep, 56.
56.
Okay, let's move on to Jace. Jace went with the dark colors.
Hi. So I got both. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 completed ones, and then one that is just the swirls itself. So that is what? 10? 97, 96, 90. I don't know.
Wow. Ken, you're going to have
Wait,
to help us.
how many did you have total? 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 completed ones, and one
So
that
that'd
is
be
just the
70.
swirls.
So 70 plus what's the swirl worth? I'm not sure.
73.
73.
73.
That's yes, you're good at math. I am not.
I am not good at math. That's the scary thing. Allie, what do we have for you?
All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I did some on my thigh. 5, 6, 7.
And
49.
Since you live in Florida, you're not afraid to show your thigh, so that's good.
No,
Florida,
but they're
Orlando.
awfully white right now. That's a quarantine.
Did they open the beaches, by the way? They did, right? They opened the beaches there.
There's certain like restrictions with them, but we're in phase 1 right now down here. It's kind of terrifying to go out. I'm not gonna lie, still, but
It's so crowded in Target.
Well, let's stay safe. Thank you. And then, do we have her total, Ken?
49 for Allie.
49. Christine, what do you have?
Hold on, let's unmute Christine.
Okay, so I was really focused on quality swirls, so I tried to do thin, thick, thin every single time, or as many times as I could. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full chains, and then only 5 of them that got the stamp flourishes within.
Skyler, help us with that one.
Yeah, help us with that scoring, Skyler.
It does
So you
look
had
good.
how many full ones? 7?
I had 7 full swirl chains, and then 5 with stamp flourishes.
Okay. Hold on, I got my calculator going.
We're gonna need that, but I will add. You see,
It'll be 54.
54. Okay, so I think we have I do see the quality you have there, and that definitely takes that. I take a note on that for sure. So everybody that's going to be voting later, keep note of the quality that you see, not only the quantity that you see. We do have a clear and concise winner, do we not, Ken?
Yeah, I believe it was Jace with 73.
I believe so too. Or did somebody have more than 73?
No, he had the most. I'm almost certain he had 73, and that's the winner
beat
of the
me.
round.
Okay, Jace. Round of applause for Jace. All right. Awesome. So a little traveling music, and we would like to get the models back in the chair. And we're going to be moving on to our last speed round. We're going to go on to the Dropkick Murphys, right, Ken?
Yeah, faux Murphys.
Let me jam this for a second. Okay, that's enough. So let's see. We're going to move on to the Reptile section. And we're going to focus on line quality and drawing. We're going to focus on the Reptile portion of our 430 menu, dragons, snakes. But you guys can embellish these. You guys can make them your own. You guys can use the sponge in the backgrounds, sponge in the foreground, whatever you want to do to make it your own stamp. All artists' styles vary. We do know that. And you're going to get 3 minutes with this. This is the line quality and drawing challenge, which is going to start in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get them blasted. I hear a fade in there. That's nice. I was worried it wasn't going to start.
No, it was coming. It was coming, buddy.
It's kind of like the trunks vibrating with the woofers, you know, as you hear it coming down the street.
Yes.
I know that's what you hear in your neighborhood frequently.
Oh, yeah. Out here in the country, there's so many woofers bumping. Mostly dogs are the woofers out here, but...
Bernie.
Yes. Actually, Bernie doesn't bark as much as the other dog, but... I could probably unmute some folks and we could hear what's going on, huh?
Sure. We want to hear those brushes flying.
Yes. Some of the unmuting works and some doesn't for some reason. I don't quite understand it.
The person has to accept the unmuting.
You're unmuted.
We have to hit a button, Ken, that's why.
Okay. So, Christine's the only one muted right now, but she's busy. I don't want to interrupt her.
No, we want her to focus on her artwork.
She is. She's very focused right now.
Okay, I've been told that we do have voting for this one. So we need to go to shopcommons.com. That's shopkamans.com. You can place your votes starting from now to the end of this show. And we're going to keep polls open 30 seconds after they finish their design.
1 minute warning.
And the person with the most votes, when you go to Shop Commons, we don't want to lose you as viewers, so open another window if you can. Or have a nephew or a grandchild show you how to open another window. Or use a separate device. Use your phone. If you're watching this on your smart TV, if you're watching this on your smart ceiling or your smart shower, or your smart television, whatever.
I want a smart shower.
Smart shower.
You know, I had a dentist appointment earlier today. You know what time it was? 2:30.
Aha! And they come back. The jokes have started.
Ken, I missed your jokes from last week.
How much time, Dan?
We have 10 seconds.
10 seconds. And then shopcommons.com for your votes. This is
3,
quality
2,
drawing challenge.
1.
Interesting.
Alrighty, Skyler. Brushes down. Could you bring Skyler? Could you bring your model specifically to the camera? So.
All right, so I did Snake, and he's all like wrapped around and everything. And I'm a character artist originally, so I like to make it a little cartoony. So we got some giant things and his little tongue with some tiny little stamps. And a lot of sparkle because he's a fabulous snake.
Oh, Jeremy, I got you muted.
let's move on to Aaron. Thank you.
Jeremy, I muted you. I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that.
you know, it happens.
It's okay. You don't have to talk about me. It's fine.
Aaron,
All right, Aaron.
we would like to see
Hey.
your reptile close if we could. So
This is my
Little
dragon.
looking good. And anything you want to say about it?
Speed. I mean, I'm out of practice, so but
All
try
right.
to get all the elements in there. So
Well, thank you. And now let's move on to Jace.
Yeah.
Let's see what he came up with in the 3-minute time period.
All right, so this is my dragon right here. Chill. And then got some flame Joe. And then
Looking
fire
good.
breathing.
Looking good. How about you, Allie? What'd you come up with there?
Oh, Allie,
Got some
I'm sorry,
flame.
Allie. Allie, I muted you. Go ahead and start over again.
Oh, okay. Did the dragon head a little bit bigger than usual? Got some flame. We got a little highlight and turns around to here. So goofy looking dragon.
It looks nice. It looks nice. Thank you. Moving on to Christine. Let's see what we have.
Oh,
There we go.
wait, nope. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Thank
There
you.
we
I
go.
did the snake. My favorite thing about the snake is wrapping that tail up over the eye, making it follow the curve of the eyebrow. And I like to make it real crispy so it pops. I had extra time at the end, so I added little patches of grass because I typically would stop when I was done, but I had more time, so I added that.
And so you decided to make a snake in the grass, so to speak. So
Yeah.
I like it. All right. So if you guys have not cast your votes, if you guys would like to take a photo of this and then wash your faces, we're going to move on to the next round. Background music, if we could, Ken. What do you got on the
Oh,
cue?
sure. Let's listen to some of this.
Okay, so the polls are going to be closing here shortly. Please vote for your favorite line quality and reptile that you just saw. Was it Skyler? Was it Aaron? Was it Chase? Was it Christine? Was it Allie? Vote for your favorite. Vote for your favorite design, shall we say, not your favorite person. As we have a little traveling music, we prepare for the next round. This next round is going to be the full face challenge. And this is going to be the full face park style rainbow tiger. Now this is the most bragged about design known from veterans, newbies, first years, second years. It's always a challenge. Everybody has their own little flair to it. They can use brush technique. They can use sponge fades. They can use line quality. They can embellish it with glitter and gems on occasion. Depends on how crazy they want to get. Now this is the full face. This is one of the premium designs that we do in our park. And this one we are going to give them 5 minutes to do. While Bill at shopcommons.com tallies up our votes for the winner of the drawing segment. And we do have a winner, and the winner for the drawing and the reptile challenge is Jason DeLope. All the way from San Diego, he comes in with a win. Jace is in the place. And I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly after all these years. That's okay. I was reading and trying to pronounce at the same time. You never want to do that. So we are going to start this challenge. Again, the Rainbow Tiger is going to start. Is everybody ready? All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it.
So my playlist was a little out of whack because I thought we only had 4 rounds. It looks like we had 5 actually. So you're gonna hear some.
So now we're gonna go with the sensitive side, and that's fine. We can ease into this again.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of an after-school special, like they're actually like cleaning up the graffiti off the back of the school. And we can do it together, Ken.
We could, yes.
And we're having fun, and we're putting gloves on top of bottles as they go around on the brewery.
That's right. Hey, oh, go ahead.
Oh, you called me a goat head?
Yes.
Okay. You goat head.
I just was, I wondered if you had heard the one about why the math book looks so sad.
Let's hear it.
Because of all its problems.
Ah.
I'm here all week, folks.
Thank you.
Tip your waitresses and waiters.
Where are the restrooms, Ken?
Down the hall to the left.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so it's time for me to give my shout out to some of the people that are on our list here. I love seeing familiar faces. Kirsten Ehrman's back. Let's see, what does she say? I gotta move my screen over. You know, we're all working from home, so we don't have those 52-inch secondary monitors we do at work. Kirsten says, sounds like Jeremy has experience with this kind of getting caught painting where he shouldn't. Yes. She does know me, and she knew me since I was 14 years old, and I have a story to tell. Do you want to hear it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, it was time for me to get my first real job, because I had been a paper boy, and I also had cleaned out gutters and cut grass. But I decided that I was 14 years old, Ken, and it was time to start working.
Good idea.
So I went up and I signed myself up to be a face painter, and I come to find out that I was one of the first face painters for Commons Art Shops in the late 1980s, and Kirsten was my boss. Actually, at that point, it was Jerry, so she wasn't my boss.
So this whole story is farcical.
It is. It was so long ago that it's foggy. So I'm trying to come up with what actually happened. But yes, I was hired as a face painter. Our face paints were $2.12. That included tax.
Oh.
So I
was going to say that's a strangely specific number.
Yes, it was $2 plus tax, so $2.12.
Speaking of two, we got 2 minutes to play.
So I was always proud when I broke $200 in sales.
You're going to make us do the math real quick on that. That's 100 face paints.
Right around 100 face paints. You are correct.
You want me? I could walk you through how I did the math.
Well, you know, since you had a math joke, I think we're good on that. We're all,
okay.
We've all been brought up to speed on math.
All right.
So Lisa Everett here says that Sky is so fat.
She is.
Does anyone know anyone named Lisa Everett?
I don't know Lisa Everett. I know a Lisa Rockwell. That's the only Lisa I know.
No.
Oh.
I kind of like that little twangy, country bit you had there, Ken. It kind of reminded me of.
Yeah, that was. They called that rockin' the blues.
Not a lot of blues going on there.
But I didn't feel the blues.
No.
I felt kind of like a little hitch in my giddy up.
Yeah.
We're under a minute now.
How much time?
We're at 45 seconds.
Wow. You want to place our votes at Shop Commons for the Rainbow Tiger, the one that you feel is done best. We are going to show it a close-up. So I'm going to ask that the models come close to the screen once they are finished. Once this challenge is up, and you folks can vote at Shop Commons. This is going to be the full face challenge. And this is not FOOL. It's the full face is an FULL, right, Ken?
That's right. That's right. We got some excellent face painting going on right now.
I appreciate your eye, Ken.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's only the right one that's good.
Is it?
3, 2, 1.
Okay, brushes down. No more, Jace. No more. They do.
Oh, there's some cheers.
Jace, bring your models up. Everybody bring the models up close to the screen. Man, that looks scary. Looking really good. Skyler's looks really good. And man, look at Erin's. She's got the rainbow on the edge there. I'm feeling that the Pride Parade has been brought to Hershey. And we've
Very
got
well done.
over here. Man, look at the line work on Allie's. That is something. Can I see the side of that one? Very cool. And Christine's design. Wow, look at that. That almost scared me when I saw that, Ken. How about you?
Yeah, I almost fell out of my chair. I started running the other way.
These look really good. And we're going to give you folks about 30 seconds to vote on who you think your favorite is at shopcommons.com. And the models can go ahead and either get a photo of this and then take some time to wash their face. I know it's going to be a little bit harder to get this face off. But models are dismissed to go ahead and wash. And as we tally in the votes, we're going to have some background music if we could. And I didn't even have to ask for it.
You ask and you shall receive.
Thank you.
Christine, I really like yours. Us Cincinnati girls got to represent.
Those were all very, very good finished product.
Okay, it's been told to me that nobody could see the faces, so we need to go to the gallery view. If you have washed the faces off already.
Hey, don't wash yet.
Okay. Change it to the gallery view if we could. Eric?
Jeremy, my model already washed it.
Okay, she did. Okay.
But I have the.
But she's got a
She has
picture.
photo. That's good. If you could-
Very good.
That looks fantastic, Alex. Line work looks really good, and I'm glad
I don't
you
know
guys
if y'all-
did very well.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but I totally did a mic drop at the end.
Okay, we're back on normal mode, it's told. So I guess everybody was seeing my face when I was talking about the tiger face. Well, you know, that's Eric's department, isn't it, Ken?
It is. I'm going to go ahead and say he dropped the ball again.
Well, you know, he has been staying up really late doing these awesome trailers like behind me. But can you guys go to Shop Commons and cast your vote for the one that you feel is the best? And we are going to now dismiss your models to go and wash their faces. We appreciate you guys hanging in there.
This time for real.
Also, shout out to Lisa Rockwell. I heard that.
You mean Lisa Everett?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how she comes across on YouTube.
She's apparently getting divorced.
I think it's possible. It's been like that now for 5 weeks, so I'm not sure.
You know, she was Everett when I met her, so.
Okay, we are going to tally up the votes here, but in the meantime, while you have the background music on, I'm going to tell folks about what we're moving on to. So we are going to be moving on to the artist choice. Now, the artist choice is going to be any design of their choice, any brush work of their choice. They can use brushes, they can use sponges, they can use glitter, they can use gems. They really want to do something special, and we're going to really play this one out. We're going to give them 15 entire minutes to work on a face, to get great line quality, to get great gradation, to have great contrast, and great concept. Right, Skyler?
I'm
And
excited.
They've all been thinking all night long about what they wanted to put on the face of their model. And I think we are still looking at, and we do have a winner, it's been told.
Oh, okay.
So either somebody has some really good stuff or they have a lot of friends watching, because Jason wins again. Jason, San Diego's running away with this. I'm telling you, it's got to be the 3 hours earlier thing. So it's like dinner time for us, right?
It's those Californians.
Yes, the Californians. Now, we are going to be moving on to the artist choice. Again, we're going to do this in 15 minutes. And we did explain exactly what we're looking for. And you guys get a chance to vote on this. Now, I will make mention that last week during the airbrush round, our person that was leading the entire night that won 2 of actual categories did not win the night because he crushed it on this category. which was enough to put him into the lead for the actual airbrush win from last week. So with that being said, we are going to start in 10 seconds. Artist choice.
Jeremy,
Yes.
I'm still waiting on my model.
Okay. You don't need one of those. You got Barbara. So.
Not for this one.
Okay, gotcha. Well,
While
anyway,
we wait, Jeremy, can we tell everyone about how we clean and sanitize our brushes and the way we use our sponges?
yes.
Yeah, Jace has a job.
And I am so glad that you brought that up. So,
it's good. It's in frame.
now this is something, and I'm going to do a general intro here. This is something that we've been doing for over 2 years now. We continue to perfect it, and I want Jace to explain exactly how and why we sanitize.
You guys want to switch places?
Go ahead, Jace.
Hello, welcome. So this is brought to you by Pure Green or P24. It's our it's the liquid that we use to kind of disinfect our brushes. And what we do is we put this into a cup. So one of my sets right here, I put Pure Green right up to here, so only the bristles get up to the liquid itself. And it sets in there for about 30 seconds. It has to be in there for at least a minimum of 30 seconds for the disinfectant to work. And then at least you don't want to leave it there no longer than like a minute or two. So at least a minimum of 30 seconds. And then you would put your brushes into another cup of water to kind of rinse the Pure Green off. But this is our disinfectant. It is Pure Green 24. And this is what we use to make sure that it kills the germs and viruses on our brushes, because we do work with a good amount of people in between those times.
And this is something that we've done, and we do single-use sponges, correct? And single-use brushes where we use the brush. It doesn't touch the face. It goes in the brush bath. It goes into the holding cup, and from then on, what's the steps from there, Jace?
From the
holding
cup, yeah. So I don't know if you can view it over there. So we have our the rinse, then set in here for 30 seconds, and then the second rinse. And then we have our fourth cup, which we use to pick up. We use this to pick up the paint for our next guest. So once that paint touches the skin, we don't put it back into the paints itself. We make sure that we use what we can on the bristles, as much paint as we can, and then put it back into the dirty cup area, rinse it out, and then let it set for another 30 seconds, and then move on to another brush.
Well, thank you so much for that introduction to how we sterilize and keep the paints clean. This is something that we've been doing, and we're definitely going to continue to investigate the best ways to do this and to keep our brushes sanitized and clean, as well as keep our employees and guests safe. So while we did that public service announcement, I think we have all of our models back, correct? Okay, and we are going to start this full face challenge, artist challenge, in 10 seconds. You're going to get 15 minutes in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Aha, another fade in.
If you like it.
This is the one where I need my glow sticks.
It is. It put it all over yourself, in your ears, and your mouth, nose, eyes.
Gotta stay quenched. So Jessica Buck says, LOL. What's up, Jessica Buck? And look at that, we've got Wenny here. Wenny's here. Kirsten Ehrman, what's happening again? I do see Kirsten making it to these challenges weekly.
What else is she gonna do, right?
Well, you know, made it to Toledo. Kind of like Skyler, moved down to Louisville, and then the park never opened, correct?
We were open for a couple weeks in photo.
Okay.
We had a special event going.
Ah, We've got a DJ request, Ken.
Oh, we do?
Yes, and it comes from Eric Vincent. He said, "What about the song I made?"
I don't even know. It might be in here. Hold on.
What's it called? We're gonna need a title. Text it to Ken.
I see a couple that he made, but
we're gonna have to see this one out though, because I'm feeling this raver thing.
yeah. Well, my favorite's coming up next. That's Funky New Orleans.
Oh yeah, that one is funky.
Oh, no, not.
Kirsten Erman says she shows up because she doesn't have anything better to do.
Me too.
Thanks, Kirsten.
Me too.
We do want to give a special thank you to the models that came in tonight because, you know, getting your face painted, getting your face scrubbed, it's hard stuff.
Hey Jeremy, why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself, man?
I don't know. Let's see.
It was too tired.
Oh man. Wow.
How does a penguin build its house?
Go on.
It glues it together.
Nice. That's an ice cold joke, Ken.
Oh, nice.
I had other ones for the bike, but I just didn't strike back quick enough. I had something about a chain and something about a kickstand. But, you know.
It's like how much does a polar bear weigh? Just enough to break the ice. My name's Ken Hyman. How are you?
Great, doing great. D-Roll Gang, let us show support with the group chorus of Makes You Remember is what we've got requested here, and I'm not sure what that is. It's been a long time since I worked at SeaWorld.
I don't know, but here comes Funky New Orleans.
It was worth the wait.
It was, wasn't it?
I wish my part played this music.
Hey,
We could probably arrange that. When they hear royalty free, they'll be all over it. They're going to have to maximize profits this season. So again, this is our last category. And if you like what you're seeing over the last 5 or 6 weeks, we've had the caricature tournament. We did the face paint tournament now. We last week did the 1 week airbrush challenge. Like and subscribe our channel. We want to see you again. Check out our Facebook page, check out our Instagram, and don't forget to vote for your favorite design tonight at shopcommons.com. And I will mention that shopcommons.com does have a few other items that can be purchased from any of our artists that are out of work currently, and that is just about all of our artists. Right, Ken?
Oh yeah. I was thinking of something else. Yeah.
I bet you were. So
I was thinking about the FCC finding the hell out of us.
Well, you know, we don't have the delay that they do on live television. That's a good thing.
I don't have a dump button, or I would hit it.
Well, your dump button is also known as Bernie. So.
Yeah. Oh, don't remind me.
I'm always going to remind you, they're just like flock of seagulls.
Hey Ken, can I get a time check?
Oh, you sure can. It's we got 9 minutes and 46 seconds to go.
Oh my god. I gotta find more stuff to do.
See, you wanted the extra time.
Oh, I'm not done with my original plan.
I tell you what, we will allow you guys to embellish down into the neck if you want, since everybody does have a full-fledged model today. We were gonna have one mannequin head, but I think they're all live at this point.
Everybody looks live.
I think they do.
that's debatable.
I wasn't sure about Christine's because I didn't see any blinking, but now I see blinking, so we're good.
That's one of my favorite presidents, Ken.
Abe Blinken?
Yep. Dave Smith's in the house. What up, Dave? One of our final 4 contestant participants, the Honorable Dave Smith.
Dave, you did great.
He did do great.
The mayor of Florida, Dave Smith, of the entire state of Florida. There's not even any not even cities. He is just the mayor / governor of Florida.
Dare I say he might be doing a better job. No offense to any supporters of the current mayor of Florida.
Well, seeing as how there isn't a mayor of Florida, I guess.
Yeah, I caught that when I said it.
So basically, like, we don't know anything about geography or civics or anything like that.
Vowels, consonants, we get them all screwed up too.
That's why we've chosen the careers we've chosen, because our civics is crap.
I'm usually just a drummer and an artist, okay?
Yeah. I just drink beer and run this background music and mess with computers sometimes.
We appreciate that, Ken.
Well, thank you. I'm here for you.
And again, we want to let you guys know one more time, cast your votes at ShopCommons, ShopKammons.com.
We're gonna lose.
Get those custom caricatures done. Get those custom portraits done. And then we're ready to come to events. As soon as they let us come to events, we will come to your event. Commons Events is another site. We will be hiring again someday, I do presume. And that's commonsjobs.com.
And since I'm a co-host, I'm going to get a cheap plug in. If you're bored after this, you have something to do afterwards, you can always listen to my podcast, Pint Talking with the Brewer of Seville. It can be downloaded wherever podcasts are downloaded.
Nice. You get to learn all about the home brewing process and how much beer Ken can actually drink.
And I even I do some interviews with some local brewers. So brewers.
That's my favorite team, the Chicago Brewers.
The Brewers.
Rocking it out. Final.
Here we go.
Is this an Eric made?
It's I need to rock.
What? My eyelashes are stuck.
Now, what's fun about these full face paints is we really don't know who's under that mask. And they can choose to leave it on for the rest of the night should they wish. And if you go out, please wear your masks.
Not your face painted mask.
Not your face paints, but you can leave it on.
We're at 5 minutes and 40 seconds still. Plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time.
5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
And then we're going to get a close-up. And I will mention to the artists who are listening, once we sign off and go live, if you guys can just hang out backstage with me for a second, we're going to have a Charlie Sheen moment.
We're going to drink tiger blood?
Yes. Please don't sign off after we cut the live feed. We want to stay together before we cut the live feed. And after we cut the live feed. Stick around. The Airbush artists, after we cut the live feed last week, they're like, okay, that's it. They unplugged it.
They left like the house was on fire.
Crazy. I didn't know if they were mad at me or what.
Oh, you know, we missed Dave Smith's joke. He got his face painted once as a skull, but he just looked like a real bonehead.
I see Dave is in the house. Another Final Four contestant. Caricatures cross-supporting the body artists and the face painting.
We love those caricature artists.
Gotta love them.
We're usually right next to them.
Correct. And us as caricature artists, we love to draw the face after it's been painted, don't we?
I don't know about that, Jeremy.
No.
I was a character artist. I didn't like it.
No. That was...
It adds a degree of difficulty.
Going getting crazy over here.
3 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
There we go. My wife was just asking for the time, and I think you read her mind. Ken.
I did. I knew that Kelly needed to know the time.
Lisa Everett is saying that Christine is amazing. She also said that your face paints are amazing. So she was first complimenting you as a person.
Easy for you to say.
It's really not. Here it is. This is a little E. Vincent mashup.
Roll your lips just
This is his techno mash. You know, I'm looking at the times on these songs, and I think Eric lied to me because half of them end halfway before they're supposed to. Not sure what's going on.
Well, you know, he's just trying to cover his tracks.
We've thrown him under the bus enough. There's plenty of tracks.
Exactly. Well, I think Eric is enjoying a cold beverage. Whether the beverage is only to be intended to be enjoyed by adults, it's yet to be seen. But
we have a question from Kirsten Ehrman. Is somebody cutting your hair yet, Jeremy?
You know, as a matter of fact, I gave myself my own quarantine cut.
Might as well put some red pins in.
And that was about 2 weeks ago. And we did have one tragedy, and it was in the back.
Oh.
But I since had my wife cut it in the driveway.
In the driveway?
Yes. And it looked great as a neighborhood like incentive to get everybody out there in the driveway and cut hair.
You do this for me?
A little too tall.
No, it's black and white.
All right.
Yeah.
She didn't make you sit behind the car before and said, hold on, I got to get something out of the car and try to run you over.
No, I just sat on the car that was on blocks in the front yard.
Oh, I remember seeing that one. We have less than a minute and a half finally. We're getting down to the end.
That was just a Halloween crop when you came over, Ken. I wanted to make you feel comfortable like it was your neighborhood.
But you still have that Buddha guy sitting out front, right?
I do.
That's exciting.
It is.
I like that.
He greets everybody when they come in the front door.
Do they pat his belly?
They do.
1 minute. Less than a minute to go.
Less than a minute, and we'll remind you guys to cast your vote at shopcommons.com. Like and subscribe our channel right here. And we'll be coming back next week with round 2 of the face paint tournament. We're going to have 3 rounds of face paint tournaments to determine the final 4. And the last that will be accepted into the final 4, or the wild card, so to speak, will be the highest point getter, non-winning face painter. And now, if I could find a more complicated way to explain that, I will.
Okay, please do. Work on that for next week.
I will. I'll write my essay. And Mallory Burnett says, yes, Christine.
We have 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the big buzz. Ken's big buzz. If we can get those faces and make sure that we are in the gallery view, Eric, please, before they wash these things off. And we've got some kind of, if you want to unmute them for this last category, everybody can make sure that we are.
I don't know how to do it.
No, like unhook it from this. And then
No,
he's
So
close.
wash these things off. Somebody's got YouTube on in the background, so maybe we'll mute them again.
Let me mute all. I muted you, Jeremy. Hold on a second.
Yeah. This is our chance to see Skyler's, which we cannot see, and I'm not sure why. So
It's the big reveal.
okay, well, we need it now.
Ripping her face off.
Aha.
Nice.
I like it.
I didn't have red, so I used the red gems for blood.
Awesome. Aaron, could you bring your husband's face in a little bit closer, if you could? Allie's looks really good. Christine's, these all look so awesome. Man, I'm feeling like I might have woke up on Halloween here, Ken.
I know it's they're pretty amazing, I gotta say.
Jace, is that like a Day of the Dead slash? That is something.
That's intense, man.
It is.
Live. Dang, is that like Beauty and the Beast, Day of the Dead?
I want to see. Can I see the side of Christine's? The line work in that looks really awesome. She really got a nice touch there on that, and the line work and the swirls and the teardrop.
That rose in after.
Man, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Allie, can I see the side of yours a bit closer? Just side.
You got all the sea creatures going on.
Ah, Under the Sea. I want to sing it, but I won't.
Changed it last minute. I didn't like what I was gonna do originally, so this was on the fly.
Well, that looks fun. It looks fun. Has everybody gotten a good look at everybody's face? Vote for your favorite at shopcommons.com. And we can determine our winner. If you guys want to stay and hang out there, you don't have to worry about little traveling music. We could, Ken.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, why not? While the kids are still doing it, we might as well. We do want to say stop in here again next week. And watch round 2 of the face paint chaos that we will bring to you. KAS. Stands for chaos. Kind of works, doesn't it?
In here? Huh? Maybe sitting here still?
And there's our theme song.
Yeah, one of them.
We're coming to an end here. And I'll wait for the official vote from Phil. And I would like Phil to announce tonight's winner is after we announce this category. Okay, we've got another round winner here. And guess what, folks? It's Jace again. There you go.
Hey, Jay.
Like this switch. Okay.
Jay, you did great, man.
Thank you guys.
Wow.
Thank you guys. You guys are all great artists.
We
Thanks.
have bring that face. Well, Jace has not been announced as the overall winner yet, but he did win just about every round, if I can recollect.
I gotta move out to California where I can paint more.
Well, yeah.
I think
Right?
they want to.
Exactly.
So a little traveling music, Ken, while we figure out
We're gonna go back to the streets of Dublin.
streets of Dublin. Okay, I'm going to do a quick public service announcement. We want to thank everybody for modeling, for painting, for tuning in. We want to thank everybody for getting the supplies together, for adhering to the COVID-19 stance and working with your family, your friends, your relatives, your husbands, your nieces, your nephews. We want to see you again very soon at events. We want to see you very soon again at the park. And I have been announced that we have the overall winner. Without any further ado, the overall winner is Jace.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Now I think we did see that coming, and thank you so much, Jace. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And we want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in, and come on, see us next week, 8 p.m. on the East, and what's the math, Ken? 5 p.m. on the West?
That's right. You got it finally after 5 weeks. You
And
figured it out.
Central would be 7?
It's 7 o'clock. That's right.
Are we going to talk about Mountain?
We don't ever have anybody watching in the mountain, but if you're out there for some reason, it's 6.
Okay, so tune in next week. We're going to roll this out with our theme song. Artists, stick around, and we are going to roll this out. Thank you so much, and peace.
Thank you guys.
Jason did great.
Thank you. You guys all did awesome. I love your Skyler. That's really cool.